going to hold them accountable from this minute onwards. So to kick off, let me welcome here former Governor of Anambra State, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi.
Her Excellency, the First Lady, and Your Excellency, the Minister, let me stand on all due and existing protocols and start by apologizing that I have to run away immediately. Had an engagement that I'm running to Taraba, but when they say women are involved, I said I must be here because I know what will happen to me at home if I don't go to this one. Let me most sincerely thank you for inviting me and everything. What we are doing, I've heard what you said about your agenda and everything. Nigeria is about to hire the next CEO of Nigeria, of the enterprise called Nigeria. And the only thing we have to sell, and I plead to you, mothers, because what we are going through today as a country, you will not believe it. Our country is collapsing. And you can save it. And you mothers are the ones that will suffer more if it goes wrong. I believe in the women. And I believe that you can save the country. So for me, if anybody is coming to tell you what he's going to do tomorrow, let's start from what he did yesterday. Let's look at his past. Look at where he's coming from. I have served in various ways in the corporate industry. And I want you to go and check my record there. But because of want of time, I want to talk about the way I work with women as governor. That's where we will start. I had a female deputy governor. My chief of staff is a woman. My commissioner for planning is a woman. Commissioner for local government is a woman. Commissioner for education, woman. Accountant general is a woman. Commissioner for finance is a woman. I can go on and tell you how I work with women. And I always say it, they are far more productive than men. When you talk about my success today as a governor, I will attribute it to those women. My head of service, Ngozi Melifong, Stella Kuna, they will not say no to me. You can't do this. Our children are involved. So for me, women are critical in this. If we want to get Nigeria to move, I think we have to surround ourselves with this 50% we are neglecting today. And I'm going to invest in it. They are not going to be there for just ordinary small, listen. I know with Ngozi Wala, alone this country would not have been where we are today. That woman was crying to all of us as governors. Let's save the money we have in excess crude. It was saying us there will be a day like this. That if we allow her, but the governors will refuse and share that money. And that is where, look at where we are today. Today now, with all this flood and everything, it won't be surprised that soon a bag of rice will be 60,000 naira. That is 2 months minimum wage. There's no way any country, what we are going through today is cumulative effect of leadership failure with that. We are now about to pick a new leadership, and we must go beyond all those considerations of yesterday and think about the future of this country. And we cannot do it without you on the driving seat. We need to make a law, and that is one thing I want you to take from me. We must have a law in this country. Let's not talk about agreement. It should be a law giving women and youth a percentage in all electoral positions and every position in Nigeria, like it's in Bangladesh. Now, Bangladesh is doing well today. Today, Bangladesh is a country that is self-sufficient, almost in food. Bangladesh is #1 biggest exporter of textiles. I spent 2 weeks in Bangladesh. Go to rural areas. Out of about 10 million that is involved in textile business, 60% are women. If you go to the agriculture, it's the same thing. Rural women were doing wonderful work, supported. Because of it today, Bangladesh have less than 6% unemployment. Nigeria is 35% unemployment. That's why you have all this crisis. So I assure you that I will be committed, and I said, this is my past, which you can go and check, and then be able to determine in all of us what we are selling today is who can you trust? Who will do what he's saying? It's not enough for somebody to come here and say, I'll fight corruption. When the last place he left, everything was missing. You know, let him tell us how we left that place. I can say, I will fight corruption. And I've said it. The last place that I went, I left money. And it's in banks in Nigeria. I left $150 million, and I left at something billion naira. And I was not owing anybody. All pensions, gratuity, and everything were cleared. So if anybody says, I'm going to do this, tell us what you did in the last place you passed. So we will trust you that when you get here, you will do the same thing. He's not telling us that I'll do this. There's too much promises here. My dear people, next year, the election, don't vote for me because I'm from the Southeast. Don't vote for me because I'm an Igbo man. Next year's election should not be based on tribe, ethnicity. They don't buy bread cheaper in the North. It should not be based on religion. No Christian buys bread cheaper. It should not be based on my tongue. It should not be based on anything. It should be based on character, we can trust, competence, capacity, and commitment to start changing Nigeria. Thank you, and God bless you.